No one is you, and that's your superpower. I'm not going to leave with that, but this is one of my favorite mugs and favorite cups. Why? Because it reminds me that we're all different. We all have different talents and abilities. And I don't know if that leads to today's topic or not, but probably in some way, shape, or form. We're talking about eliminating toxins. Now, we talked about in Supersize You Annual Challenge, eliminating toxins from us, from our body, our environment, from the things we consume, what we put in our bodies, as well as the things we put on our bodies. So it's not just things that we eat, all that's a huge part of it. It's the quality of our water. It's the quality of the foods that we eat and what's been done to them before they get to us, how processed they are. I didn't even talk about processed food. I should have talked about that. But this topic applies equally, if not even in mass, to our businesses, to us and our businesses. Why? Because we can have toxic environments in our business. We can have toxic individuals in our business. It only takes one toxic individual to negatively impact our culture. It only takes one bad boss, one incompetent leader, one bad hire to actually negatively impact our business. I've experienced this personally and professionally in some of the businesses that I've grown. And I got better and better and better at hiring and knowing when to hire, when to let go, etc. And anytime I've ever let someone go, it's always been because there was some toxicity going on and the person wasn't aware of it or did not want to admit or do anything to improve or change. They never thought they were the problem. And that's a character thing, right? So nowadays I hire for character, not for necessarily skills. We can all learn skills. I'm upskilling and up-leveling myself all the time. I'm in a coaching program right now. Why? Not because I don't know the things that are in the program, but I know that I need to do more of them, and I have not been for whatever reason. We're all excuse magic making machines. No matter what, I can procrastinate and find a way to do something I don't feel comfortable doing or don't want to do. And what I've learned is we need to find a way to reevaluate and look at that, a different point of view, a different perspective, in order to do the things we know we need to do to scale and grow and supersize our businesses. I'm no different. I'm a continuous work in progress, as are each and every one of us on the planet. That's what we're here for. Become the best possible version of ourselves. So what we're here for is to positively impact the lives of others and make the world a better place with our business. But that means looking for and eliminating anything that's toxic in it. That means sometimes people, sometimes our environment, sometimes our air quality, sometimes the processes that we use to do different things in our business. So today, I challenge you to look at one thing in your business today. Not everything. Look at one thing. And if you've never done it, look in the mirror and look at yourself and ask yourself this question. How effective and impactful, or how much better would I be if I didn't have all these different toxins that were in my life? I learned this from my daughter, to be honest. I never really paid attention to toxins or things like that unless I heard something horrifying in the media, and then I would look into that little thing. But she has two beautiful little girls and it does an amazing job. And now we've got the internet and the ability to look these things up. She's got apps on her phone. She goes to the store, she wants to get a product or service. She looks it up. She looks up all the components and the toxicity and the rating in terms of different things. And they have a, red light, green light, yellow light system. And it's actually really incredible and very enlightening. Things that you never would have expected are absolutely, totally toxic. I read an article online the other day about the levels of different toxins in candy, right? Now, my son-in-law is a candy guy, and that kind of spreads to his girls. And what was horrifying was that in an entire year, a toddler can have 1 to 2 or 3 pieces of different candies that we usually eat by the fistful. And so I recently got a personal education in this and how important and critical it is, and that it does have an impact. Where do we think all of this ADHD, learning disabilities and things have come from? It didn't just happen, right? It's happened, and it's because toxins accumulate in our system. Toxins and toxic people, if we allow it, will accumulate and come together in our culture and in our organization. Boom, time out. It's like if you smoke or vape, just stop doing it, or take drugs or too much alcohol. We all know when something is good or bad for us. We all know if something feels off in our organization, and we'll make excuses for it. We'll shove it down and stuff it down, but we have to stop doing that. We have to look it right in the eye and say, okay, or in the situation, this isn't okay. What are we going to do about it? How can we do this better? I also want to talk about one of my favorite tools today. It's what I call the Life Framework Interaction Diagram. I keep this, I had it in 2021, and I was talking to one of my friends and coaching students, and we were talking about the impact of different areas and aspects of our life on all the other areas and aspects of our life. And I saw a quote by Alex Ramosi today, which told me I'm dead nuts on with talking about this. I'm talking about it today. We forget that how we do one thing is actually how we do everything, even if we think it isn't. So if we are excellent and in high integrity in our business, we have the ability to be that way in all the other different areas and aspects of our life. So ask yourself today, do I behave the same way? And do I practice the same things in each of the different areas and aspects of the life framework? And specifically today, and what I like to do, I didn't do it yet in my notebook, but I'll write physical health and well-being, and then I'll list out all the other life framework areas. And as I go about the day, I just think about, what is the impact of my emotions on my physical health and well-being, and my energy, my strength, my whatever? What is the impact of my, I forgot what I said, emotional or mental, my thoughts, my thinking, my mindset on my physical health and well-being? How does my physical health and well-being be impacted by my communication skills and abilities, my etc. So everything is interconnected, which is why we were talking, and I drew out this little diagram for him, and we laugh about it, but I use it every month for the most part. And I think I forget a month here and a month there, but I try to use it every month because I want it to be top of mind that everything is connected. Everything, not just in us, but in the whole universe. So we need to keep that in mind. What I do here has a trickle effect or a ripple effect throughout how I impact myself and other people and everybody around me. And as leaders, it's our responsibility to pay attention to that and set the example for other people. So share in the comments below one thing you're going to look at, or one toxic thing that you're going to deal with in your business today. If there's any toxicity going on in your company, be a detective today and go find out, figure out what it is, and then what you're going to do about it. Maybe it's a system that just needs improving, or a process that just needs updating. Maybe it's one department in your organization has been allowed to run amok and is now negatively impacting the other departments. I worked in an organization where the sales department dictated just about everything to the owners and to every other department. And it became my nightmare because I had to clean up all the things that they promised that we weren't technologically capable of doing. And so, needless to say, I blew that up a little bit. I'm not going to share how. Anyway, if I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, go out, make it an amazing day. Watch out for those toxins, and I will be with you tomorrow. Hey, if you are curious, if you want to be a part of something really fun and exciting, I started a Supersize Your Business school community, SKOOL, and I would love to have you be a part of it. It's free to join, and we've got all kinds of crazy fun things going on in there. Just put Supersize in the comments below, and I will send you the link for that. All right, have an amazing day. Of course, be with you tomorrow.